What's up? This is Lenny The Barber and you're watching About That Life TV.
How long you been doing the event planning?
I've been doing event planning for about 15 to 18 years. I started out throwing parties and actually started as a barber, but started out throwing parties and that segued me into producing concerts. So I've been producing concerts for about 10 years now, but throwing events for about 15 years.
Okay, and what's the pros and cons on throwing events?
Pros and cons of throwing events is that if it's your money you're putting up, you can lose. And sometimes, I mean, the pros are basically the fact that your name will get out there faster with mass media, and another pro is that it's really good money if you win. The con is that you can lose a lot of money, and I've been on both sides. Rick Ross is about to pull up. M.I.A is gonna be about a half an hour late, so welcome to our world. Basically, we go over 1 minute, it costs us thousands of dollars. We're not trying to pay nothing, so that's why Cash Out hasn't gone on yet. My first actual concert I produced was a Lil Wayne concert back in the day. I've done between producing concerts and booking Lil Wayne, I did about 40 shows with him. One of my most famous shows I've done with him is actually the infamous night where he got locked up. That was 100% my show at the Beacon Theater. That night, Ja Rule got locked up and Lil Wayne. So that was probably the most famous show I've done, but I kept going since then, and since then I've had the opportunity to work with such artists as Neo, LL Cool J, 50, the whole Maybach music.
How long does it take for you to plan these events? Like once you have the idea in your head who you're gonna book,
right,
how long does that process take to the day of the event?
Right. The normal rule of thumb is to do your best to plan an event 2 to 3 months out. If you plan it out 3 months in advance, then it's a good possibility that you may land a sponsor. However, you'll be able to secure your marketing, negotiate your marketing, and that's pretty much a great big part of how you make your money, because if the people don't know to buy a ticket, then they're not going to buy a ticket. You can't count on anybody else outside of yourself to market your own product. That's like rule number one. Like, back when I was throwing parties, a flyer made it happen for myself. Word of mouth made it happen for myself. Now you got social media, you got radio, you got if you're not doing a great campaign on social media, it's a good chance that your show's not gonna do well. Hence About That Life TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta it's a good. They are a marketing tool. You know what I mean? They're a marketing tool for anybody that wants to get themselves out there, as well as your product. A good show. They don't want to see the artist get on stage late. They don't want to come to the show and pay for a show for M.I.A to do a show, and M.I.A don't show up. You have to have in mind that no matter if one person shows up to that show or 3,000 people show up to that show, whether you make $1 or you don't make, or you make $300,000, you gotta pay them artists. You gotta pay your bills, because if you don't pay the bills and you don't pay the artists, they're not gonna get on the stage. You lose your credibility with the patrons that came out to see them. So you have to be about this life. Like, you really have to be about that life. Gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for the worst just as well as you gotta be prepared for the best.
Other promoters quit. Get a day job. Get a 9 to 5. Lenny The Barber. Yo, I saw him in Thailand. I saw him in Africa. when I'm chilling with my family. He's everywhere, son.
Support your promoters that are actually trying to make this happen, because without your support, we're gonna lose, and we're not gonna be able to bring you a show unless a Live Nation that has that's not gonna lose, or that can charge that ridiculous amount, that ridiculous ticket, and that you're gonna go to the show because you don't believe the artist is gonna come there any other way. They're gonna make their money no matter what. But we're struggling. We're the ones that are grinding this out from the ground up. We doing the crawl, walk, what approach. They're already up and running in huge companies that have pretty much don't lose. So to everybody out there, do your best to support us, because we need the support from you guys. No matter what, we need that support in order for us to keep on bringing you quality shows. Outside of when the big wigs come here. If you guys support us, we will support you.
This is LTB. My name is Lenny The Barber. This is Adisa, a part of the Carefree Nation. This is Matt, Carefree Nation. And we are the promoters of the Jam Fest.
I don't know. We have a bunch of stuff coming up. Can't get off the top of my head. I can't really think about it, but we have a bunch of shows coming up. Just look out for us, man, and look out for LTB and Carefree Nation. Carefree Nation is also They're my partners. Two different companies that kind of came together, and we've been doing really well for the past 2 years that we've been doing concerts together. We started out from doing small shows and parties, and now we're doing arena shows.
My boy,
you don't respect nothing else. You will respect this hustle. You did? You did? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, right now I'm out here, Lil Duval, show can't stop a show, we out here hustling. Then I'm finna shoot back to Atlanta, hook up with DJ Drama, you know what I'm saying? Right now it's that moment. Then I'm gonna go holler at my younger T.I., you know what I mean? We getting prepared, rapping this movie, you know what I mean? That's just how these hustlers do.
hustle hard.
We hustle hard.
Hit me at Lenny The Barber on Instagram, on Twitter, also ltbentertainment.com.
Okay, and just for our audience, let them know why you, Lenny The Barber, are about that life.
I am about that life because I am not mad at winning or losing. I've been doing this for about 20 years now, and no one can tell me I'm not about that life. Started out as a barber, and now I'm in the big leagues. I'm producing concerts. I've done arenas. I've done smaller shows. Just so you know, some of the arenas that I've done: Prudential Center, Nokia Theater. Well, Nokia Theater is the theater, but I've done Nokia Theater. I've done Hammerstein Ballroom. I've done Atlantic City Convention Center. Blue Cross Arena in Rochester, New York. Those are all arenas. I started out throwing parties for 300 people, and now I'm...
Look at yourself.